Welcome to What If, a new series on the channel where we will take architectural ideas and run them through the blender of technology, design science, and watercolor mayhem. Today we're going to answer the question, what if Buckminster Fuller redesigned New York City? Picture Bucky, architect, inventor, and futurist, given full rein to rebuild New York City from scratch. What buildings would he design? What transportation systems? Would he really enclose Manhattan under a giant dome? Let's find out. Buckminster Fuller was a 20th century visionary who loved efficiency, sustainability, and geometric wizardry. His designs, like geometric domes and tensile structures, aimed to do more with less. Let's imagine he rebuilds all of New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the works. Bucky's design process started with performance criteria, mass production, strength of materials, and lightweight structures for delivery by Zeppelin. Ephemeralization is a way of replacing material with information. A crazy idea at the time, but with AI, it doesn't seem so crazy today. What this meant in the design process was to use materials in their most efficient form and to use minimum surface geometry. But New York City's dense, gritty style might clash with his orderly dreams. Let's see what he builds. Bucky loved geodesic domes, light, strong, and efficient structures made of interlocking shapes like triangles. A single dome, 200 meters wide, could cover a city block and house over 5,000 people in modular pod apartments. With 1,500 domes across the city, you could fit everyone. They would be lightweight, earthquake resistant, and covered with solar panels for power. Would he put a giant dome over the city? You bet. Bucky once proposed a 2-mile wide dome over Manhattan to control climate and save energy. But Bucky probably wouldn't put one big dome over New York City, as it wouldn't be very efficient. Instead, he proposed the idea of closest packing of spheres. Here, thousands of geometric domes would function like seafoam or bathtub soap bubbles. This would create a highly robust, redundant structure to handle any natural forces, from hurricanes to earthquakes. With climate change, domes make a lot of sense. Bucky's dome cools themselves through aerodynamics. Cool air could be circulated down, while hot air could float to the top of the domes. As hot air rises, it cools. The cooler, denser air high above the dome is pulled down through a small opening at the top of the dome. This creates the Venturi effect, speeding the flow of air and dropping the pressure. Further cooling could be produced by the Bernoulli effect, a process similar to a refrigerator's cooling coils. The speeding air suddenly expands as it enters the interior of the dome, dropping the pressure and cooling dramatically. Bucky was obsessed with mobility. He ditched New York City's gridlock streets and antiquated subway system for a mix of self-driving electric cars, elevated walkways. He'd push for monorails zipping around at 120 miles per hour. These could move 10 million passengers a day, cutting commute times by 80% compared to today's subways. In 1930, Bucky proposed what we would now call VERTOL, jump jets, vertical takeoff and landing cars. These cars could have 2 swiveling air stilts, one on each side. They could pivot back and forward for forward motion and braking. For longer trips, Bucky might propose Hyperloop networks, vacuum tubes shooting pods at 700 miles per hour. A Manhattan to Brooklyn trip would take 2 minutes instead of 20. Yellow taxis? Gone. Replaced with self-driving Diamaxon cars. Imagine you're a New Yorker in Bucky's redesigned city. You live in a geodesic dome apartment in former Brooklyn, with wall-to-wall windows and green terraces. Your home is powered by solar glass from the geodesic dome. No electricity bills, but it's weirdly geometrically uniform. Every dome looks the same. You miss your own brownstone's quirky charm. A self-driving Diamaxon car picks you up to work in a Manhattan office dome. The ride is smooth, fast, and cheap. Bucky's designs are eco-friendly. Domes would be outfitted with solar panels embedded into the glass and could power 100% of New York City, cutting emissions by 60 million tons of CO2 annually. Are New Yorkers better off? It's a mixed bag. Cleaner air, faster commutes, and efficient homes are huge wins, but the sterile, planned vibe would crush New York City's soul. Skyscrapers like the Empire State Building would be turned into cultural landmarks and museum pieces in a domed park. If you're into order and green tech, you'd thrive. If you love New York City's chaos, you would probably flee to Jersey. Thanks for watching Roberts Architecture's new series, What If? Drop your own questions and ideas for What If episodes in the comments. If you like this new format, let me know and I'll do more. Until next time, stay curious.